So AH is essentially pleading homelessness and not being a U.S. resident as a way to get out of being sued. And on top of that, she demands silence from her former defense counsel who may actually give deposition against her. She's demanding a stay here. She's saying this can't come up right now with my appeal in for JD versus AH. This it's gonna be bad. So yeah, she's afraid of her lawyers telling you what went on behind the scenes. She's telling you she's homeless. She's telling you she's not a citizen at all. Oh man, I mean this is amazing. You and I, we're going to talk about it today too. Oh man, fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. If you haven't been keeping up with AH being sued by her own team, by her own insurance companies, I mean, this stuff, it is wild. It proves a lot of what I've been saying about AH fleeing the country too. I mean, her selling off everything. See, essentially, you had two insurance companies that paid for her part in the litigation from Virginia. $8 to $15 million all in. Well, one insurer sues the other insurer saying, you didn't pay your part. That insurer countersuit saying, you don't have clean hands in this. Essentially, you allowed AH and her lawyers, the ones that you liked, to bully our lawyers off the case. They thought they would have glory. They thought they would have prestige. Well, now we know what? All of you can pick up the bill. AH is being sued by them as well. She said that this is causing her a breakdown. She can't handle appeals. She can't handle this. She's asked for a stay in that. And now she's pulling the newest card. She's saying, you know what? I wasn't even a citizen of the United States when all of this stuff popped off. In fact, I'm no longer a citizen of the United States. I'm a homeless. I don't have a home in the U.S. I sold it all off. It is a wild defense, but here it is, right in black and white. I mean, drink this in and make sure to share this everywhere. AH's position. AH respectfully submits that it is premature to enter a scheduling order for two reasons. First, there is no diversity of citizenship. Do tell. AH was not a resident of the United States when New York Marine, that's one of the insurance companies, filed its lawsuit and is not now a resident of the United States. Therefore, this court lacks jurisdiction. Now, this goes to something that I've been saying for a while now, and that people like Eve Barlow, her mouthpiece / girlfriend, and other people tied to Team AH have tried to shut down. That's the fact that she sold off her home, not because she needed money, but because she was trying to get out of Dodge without paying the proverbial check. It's the same reason that she relocated out of the United States right after Virginia. She figures she can claim homelessness here. Why? Because she has no domicile in any state. Therefore, she is stateless for purposes of action, aka when you try to bring something against her, she doesn't have a home in a state. Therefore, that action is fruitless. Plus, she's not a citizen of the United States at all. Now, if you think that's something, things, they get really spicy in this second part. Why? Because she is afraid of her lawyers. She's made that clear before. She doesn't want them to testify, and she definitely doesn't want the public to see this. Well, she goes as far as to make threats here. She's telling these insurance companies, she's gone from saying, this is what you should do, to this is what you better do, or else I'm going to file something to get all of this stuff dismissed. Listen to this right here. Second, This litigation should not go forward at this time. The continued prosecution of these actions is prejudicial to AH's defense in JD versus AEH lawsuit, which is currently pending on appeal. And she's right, by the way. All of this stuff, it does make her look bad. Extremely bad. First and foremost, it shows that the insurance companies, they don't have any faith at all that she's going to win on appeal. Second of all, I mean, when they're talking about what went on behind the scenes, you get to see the dirty dealings, how nasty they were, not just to JD, but to each other. Yeah, that makes her look really bad. She talks about a stay from here. She's saying, I wanted to stay. And one of these insurers, they don't have a problem with that at all. And the other insurer, well, they say they have a problem with one of 4 things that's come up. Therefore, as she's advised other parties, AH will file a motion to stay. So she's either going to demand a stay or to dismiss these actions outright. And should they tell you exactly what that's going to be tied to? In addition, she intends to move for judgment on pleadings as to each of one of the insurance companies' causes of action against her. They break down exactly what they are, and then they get down to really what this is all about. Despite what she said right here above about their causes of action and what she wants judgment with, New York Marine will not agree to postpone depositions of AH's former defense counsel in the JD lawsuit noticed for mid-November in the Travelers lawsuit. So, they want depositions. They want those depositions now. And she's saying, no. You need to wait on that stuff. You need to wait until my appeal is over. AH believes that discovery should not proceed depending on the court's determination on the jurisdictional issue. So she wants to get it dismissed outright. She doesn't want that deposition coming up before that, or whether consolidated action should go forward given the appropriateness of dismiss or stay. So we don't even know it's going to go forward. You shouldn't be able to do that. And if necessary, AH may move for a protective order regarding these depositions. So she may try to lock things down altogether. She may say that this stuff, it is inappropriate. You're not allowed to bring this up. I mean, it's amazing when you look at it. Again, her own insurance companies, the ones that paid for all of this stuff, they're moving against her. She's admitted she is cracking up behind the scenes. She can't handle the pressure because she's afraid of what this stuff is going to unveil. Like I said, she's moved to a place where she's threatening them while saying, I don't have a home. I'm not a U.S. citizen. Oh, man. I mean, what more can come up?